Hello friends, welcome back for another high level match of StarCraft 2, and today it's a special day because we have none other than Oliveira, the world champion from Katowice 2023. But his opponent is none other than RagnaroK. RagnaroK is known in the Old Norse mythology as the day when gods are dying. Thor is dying, Odin is dying, Loki is dying. Let's see if Oliveira is going to survive the onslaught. The RagnaroK, also known as the normal zerg, versus Oliveira, which is also known as the normal man and the lucky terran. Oliveira is the best there can be. He is the youngest Chinese player to reach Grandmaster on Korean server at the age of just 14 years old. Oliveira is 22 years old. He plays since 2014, and RagnaroK is 26 years old and he's plays from 2011. So far, standard opening with a barracks on the supply depot to create an Olaf, and Oliveira is probably going to send the Reaper in the opposite corner to find out more about his opponent, also sending an SUV. RagnaroK is very greedy. He has a second hatchery. It's normal. Zerg needs to be greedier than Terran, and their sheer force and numbers are going to win games. Sterile is the best there can be in terms of Zerg versus any other race, but RagnaroK is a force to be reckoned with from Korea, the country that gives so many champions. Now here Olaf is almost done. The factory is here for Hellions. Let's see if the Queens are going to blow, if the Reapers are going to search and destroy. So far he's just staying here at the entrance. You have to respect Zerg mobility and the speed of Zerglings, and this is what they can see. This is RagnaroK point of view. So obviously he has way more map awareness. This is Oliveira. Now it's important to understand that this is going to be a long game, the second one even longer, so that means non-stop action everywhere is going to happen. Already here we have a third hatchery, and Oliveira looking very good. Now the Reaper just trying to be annoying to take some of the APM. And what do we have here? 16 out of 16 workers, 11, 12 now, 13 out of 16, so very good for RagnaroK. Already 40 workers versus 41 for Oliveira. But if you are a Terran, you have these wonderful mules that will add extra income. And the second orbital command center is here. Let's see in terms of income, favoring RagnaroK. The spikes for Oliveira is when the mules are being dropped. In terms of army, also favoring RagnaroK. But both players try to go to the late game, so their macro is impeccable. Look at the creep tumors spreading creep everywhere. This is a secret weapon of Zerg that is so much underestimated sometimes, especially in lower leagues like in gold, in bronze, in silver. And now these 4 Hellions are going to find out a little bit of damage. Yeah, one Zerling is dead. Is this going to be something unusual? Banshees. Let's hope Cloak is going to be activated as well. And Oliveira is being the one that is aggressive. With one... So think about this. With one dive into the mineral line, oh, the Queens jump so nice. They can do a lot of damage, but the Queens are here to prevent. Look how many Queens, 5 Queens in total. And another one here, 6. So not bad. Look at the defense, perfect. Also, it's important to understand that this game, it's all about mind game strategy. You cannot be too greedy. It's always you are always in need of more minerals to have a bigger army, and usually the bigger army is the one that is winning. Look at the Queens. Queens are very beefy units. They can transfuse each other, and they are also important because the secret weapon for Zerg is sheer number, and that means you need a lot of larvae, these little guys. So you can spawn immediately another army if you have the budget for it. Now more and more Hellions. Obviously Oliveira tries to do something with them. And here we have an excellent creep spread with creep going in different directions, giving a lot of map awareness. So 3 bases versus 2, not bad, but here look at the mules. The mules are adding a lot of income. Oh, 2 banshees that are clothed, not bad at all. Are the banshees going to do some damage? 1 kill for this one, another kill for this one. But already here we have spore crawlers. Spore crawlers are very good because they give map awareness in terms of hidden units. You can see them, and also here we have an observer. Steam pack ready for Oliveira. And he's also starting to produce from the 3rd orbital command. Not bad at all. A tank here on high ground, just patrolling. Look at the tank here. In siege mode, tanks are very, very efficient. Their splash damage, it's excellent. 48 in terms of the army of Oliveira versus 38 for RagnaroK. So that's an advantage. 109, 109 for both players, so equal. But RagnaroK has a little slight bigger economy, more workers, but here the mules. And already the banshees are doing a little bit of damage. 2 kills for this one. And here we have the 4 base for RagnaroK and the 5th on its way. So now 5 base zerg versus 3 base terran. That means a lot of action is going to happen. So stay with me, let's find out together. This is the moment when Oliveira awakens, when he realizes he can be the best of the best. Now look at the Queen's patrol. Queens are also excellent because they can shoot air units. Now a lot of bailings here for RagnaroK. Bailings are deadly against bio units. An infantry armor level 1 and infantry weapon level 1 and armor done. So this is a good timing for Oliveira to go, and this is exactly what he's doing. He's trying for a push. Combat shield almost done. These queens are in serious danger, but never ever underestimate the power of the zerg. Excellent spread here, but the best offense is defense, and the best defense is offense. Look at the damage. So yeah, you are losing 1 base, but in the meantime you are also losing 1. The Mutalisk are here. And what do you do, Oliveira? You have to go back or to attack. He's continuing to attack, but he's losing a lot of income. Now RagnaroK is the one that has to go back. The spread is excellent here. Non-stop action for these 2 epic players. Now, is this going to be enough? Yeah, apparently. The swarm is here. Everyone is losing a lot of units. So now it's time for a strategical retreat. We are still talking about 3 base terran versus 1, 2, 3, 4 base zerg. So Oliveira was able to make a little bit of a comeback. Otherwise RagnaroK would have gone too powerful. In terms of army, Oliveira still has an advantage. He's still pushing here at the gates of the zerg. Excellent spread of the marines. Marines are everywhere. This is what I'm talking. A lot of micro. Look at groups of 4 being spread everywhere. Also here a Hellbat for good measure. The tank is somehow still alive. And these 2 marines are epic heroes. Now more and more bailings. Now here we have Mutalisks. Mutalisks are excellent in cleaning the tanks. So yeah, this attack of Oliveira was deflected. And Oliveira has to go back home. The Mutalisks are searching for this juicy medivacs. But already a bunch of marines here to cover their retreat. Excellent first game from these two pro players. This is what I'm talking about. Infantry weapon level 2, an armor, almost done for Oliveira. Oliveira now is plunging for the win. Or not, he's just staying home. RagnaroK, very active with the Mutalisk, he needs to. They are very agile units. I consider them being like the Mongols, everywhere and nowhere. You know, the famous Mongol tactics with horse archers being sent to disrupt the economy. And now Oliveira is attacking again this base. Rushing, is he going to be able to kill it? Yes, probably. But while this is happening, here we have a bunch of zerglings being extremely annoying, killing a lot of workers. So action everywhere. These are plays that are not disappointing us. So excellent defense for Oliveira. And attack. He was able to destroy one hatchery. Now the main hatchery is going low on minerals. The second one also, so you have only two to extract from. And in terms of workers, RagnaroK still has an advantage and he's pushing it. He also has a bank. It's hovering over 1000 minerals, which is not bad at all. Look here, overall, income advantage. Look at the split for Oliveira, wow. This is what I'm talking about. And the splash damage of the tanks. So, aggression on the left, aggression on the right. Where can you send your units? Is this hatchery going to die as well? Looks like. Yes. So now we're talking about free base zerg versus a free base terran, which is never a good situation to be in. Yeah, RagnaroK is trying to rebuild this hatchery. What is keeping him alive so far are the amount of Mutalisk and the fact that he has a lot of workers. The Mutalisk can hit and run, and they also recover health very easy when they're out of combat. Already missile turrets here for good measure, in the main base as well. But now Oliveira has to expand. Cannot just stay idle, because his main base is going to run out of minerals pretty soon. A lot of mules were being dropped, and both players are recovering. RagnaroK, 84 in terms of army versus 77 for Oliveira. 80 workers versus 57, not bad at all. And now the swarm is on its way. One sacrificial marine. So basically you try to be in different places at the same time to want to punch your opponent. These two overseers are here for good measure. Who knows, a couple of mines, if they are not spotted, they are able immediately to see the mines, and we are not going to lose all this Mutalisk. Now Mutalisk are going for the production, killing some add-ons, not bad at all, but with the price of one overseer. Now look how many bailings, wow. So if these bailings are going to connect, wow, no more army. Melee attack level 2 and ground carapace level 2 for RagnaroK. And what does Oliveira has? A bunch of marines. And a perfect defense here, let's see. Wow. A lot of damage. So this base was destroyed and a lot of workers. Not bad at all. But there is a huge price to be paid. A lot of bailings are now dead. And a lot of them are also being intercepted. And while this is happening, the Mutalisk are in the main base. So what do? You attack. So Oliveira is attacking, he does not care about the Mutalisk in his main base. And just going for an all-in, and RagnaroK, finally a victory. Let's go to game number 2. Thank you for watching game number 1. Now, game number 2 between Oliveira versus RagnaroK. What an intensive first match where was Oliveira lost, unfortunately for him, gladly for RagnaroK. Is this going to be another epic win for RagnaroK, or Oliveira is going to have a comeback? Let's find out together. My name is Keanu and thank you for watching game number 2 together with me. So far standard opening, nothing unusual, but who knows? Let's find out if we are going to use another strategy. This is going to be a long game, more than 20 minutes, so probably non-stop action is going to happen ASAP. Look at the Overlord scouting, giving a lot of an advantage for RagnaroK. And here's the famous Wall-off that all of us know from the beginning of starting to play this game. That is the perfect defense for the Terran units. And this is very important because otherwise you'll find yourself with a bunch of Zerglings in your main base. Second hatchery, standard so far for RagnaroK. As a Zerg you need to be greedy. And especially when you have to play Oliveira. He's the first ever Chinese player to win a Premier level World Championship in both Broad War or on StarCraft 2. And he's also the youngest Chinese player to reach Grandmaster on the Korean server, so this says a lot. Not to mention the fact that he's very good in terms of defense and offense at the same time. Now spreading overlords everywhere gives you a way more map awareness. This is the point of view of RagnaroK. This is of Oliveira. So Oliveira just now is trying to explore, while RagnaroK already has a better map awareness. Here we have the standard SUV that is going to search and explore. Sometimes Terran players like to put barracks in the proximity and then rush a bunch of Marines. I mean, this is what is happening in a lot of my games. I try to play random just to spice things up. And now a second command center for Oliveira. It's on its way, but already here we have the second hatchery done. And queens are coming here. Queens are very important because they have to deflect the attack of Reapers. Reapers are very annoying, especially because they require a lot of micro. Now look at this Reaper trying his best, but the queen is here. And when the queen is here, it's time for the Reaper to go home and to make the queen jump a little bit. Now, look how slow queen is off creep. So this is why it's important for the queen to put a lot of creep tumors, especially at the beginning of the game. And look at the queen jumping. This jump actually helped a little bit the queen, because she was being sent closer to the creep. And the greedy third hatchery. Not bad at all. Now look at them staring at each other. What is the queen going to do? Just protecting, like a good mother she is. In the meantime, here we have already a mule. Mules are very efficient. They are like harvesting way more minerals than a standard SUV, but they are only temporary and they are energy based units. So you are limited. Are you going to scan or are you going to send mules? And again we have the starport and the banshees. Metabolic boost done for RagnaroK. And here we have two Hellions that are going to come. Hellions are very efficient against the Zerglings, and especially their speciality is to go into the mineral lines and kill as many drones as possible. Already 4 of them, which is not bad at all. Three queens over here. Three hatcheries versus 2 orbital command centers. Now the music is kicking in. Action is going to happen. Look at the timing of this Overlord trying to see everything, but already here 2 Marines that are trying to prevent it, and yeah, too late for it. RagnaroK had a good scout. He sacrificed 100 minerals for the Overlord. The Banshee is kept here. The Banshee is gathering more energy. And once clock is finished, you can send the Banshee to explore and to destroy. Now look at this squad over here. Spotted by the Overlord immediately. It's important to have Overlords in strategic positions, and here we have a wall-off. But a Zerling already was able to pass, but just for a couple of seconds. The Banshees were spotted. So probably right now we are going to have Spore Crawlers. Spore Crawlers are excellent in detecting units. It's a slow moving Banshee, they don't have the upgrade, the speed upgrade. Look how many Hellions here. And the male kerrigan. Look at it. The Banshee is just trying to kill a little bit of the creep. They can do it easily. Now let's look at this male kerrigan. Look at him going. Very good animation. And the Banshees are doing their kill. 5 on 2 over here. They just stay outside of the range of the Spore Crawler. So without an Overseer, so what can you do? But the Overseer is here now, so the Banshees needs to go home. Killing a little bit more. So good hunting. 6 kills for the first Banshee, 5 for the other. Excellent investment. You are killing drones, so that means less minerals and also less attack units. Because you need to rebuild the minerals, the drones. Now this is... oh. So excellent counter attack for a while. I thought all these SUVs are going to die. But luckily for them, the Hellions were here. 2 Widow Mines for good measure. Where are they going to put? Yeah, exactly at the entrance. So in case there is going to be a run by, these 2 Widow Mines are going to make good of it. Already here a bunch of Zerlings. Yeah, the supply depot. Yeah, it's not lowering time. And already here we have the big guys. But the big guys are already spotted here. The Thors. Look at the Thors. They look so menacing. They look like the units from Avatar. All of you must have seen the Avatar movies, where the Terran mech looks like. Already this Widow Mine pay for itself, killing Mutalisk. So Oliveira had an educated guess that Mutalisk are going to be an issue, and creating Thors are very efficient against them. Now here you have the Banshee. We are trying a run by. Out of 3 only 1 survived. But here, excellent. This line of drones were being killed. So the Banshee is acting like a distraction. So now even numbers of workers. 69 versus 69. The Mutalisk are trying to kill the remaining Hellions. 2 more Hellions are plunging into the mineral lines. Non-stop action is here. Thank you for watching together with me. And remember to subscribe, this is going to help spread our channel. I really like StarCraft 2 and I want more and more people to enjoy it. And now the command center is being attacked, so you have to send it back. And to send the big guys here, the Thors, to deal with the Mutalisk. Impact mode is activated. Look at them. The sheer power. 5 Thors, not bad at all. Random missile turret here. Yeah, Oliveira tries to land this command center, but what can he do? The Mutalisk are everywhere. These are very agile. They are going to take advantage of the fact that mech is slow. And here already we have so many factories. So Oliveira is going all mech. Infernal Pre-Igniter for Hellions. Hellions are going to be more devastating against Zerlings and other units. Yeah, no, you cannot attack. You cannot attack so many doors. Now the swarm is here. RagnaroK almost maxed out. Not bad at all. Having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. 6 with the main one, but the main one is depleted. Already Hydralisk Den is done. Something that I haven't seen in a while. Building armor for the terran. That makes the planetary fortress more beefy. Health 1500 versus Zerlings. Now these doors are menacing. And excellent discovering of next base. So non-stop action. Look what is happening over here. Excellent saving from the medivac. But that door was dead. So it's important to have some units in between your doors and tanks. They are good, but from a distance. RagnaroK is maxed out 199, but Oliveira with 193, not bad at all. The bank of RagnaroK is already almost 1700, so going to 2000. Yeah, the Mutalisk are here. We expected this. And while this is happening, a huge engagement. The planetary fortress was destroyed, denied. And the Mutalisk are making good of this command center. And now Oliveira is marching. Oliveira is the one attacking. These are Hellbats. The Hellions are being transformed into Hellbats. They can soak a lot of damage. For Bailings and Zerlings, look at them. Also the micro is excellent. Spending them everywhere. Mutalisk are here. So action in the main base. Yeah, excellent. Look at the SUV repairing the Thor. And while this is happening, RagnaroK has a difficult mission now. But the Vipers are saving with these binding clouds, making tanks useless. So this attack of Oliveira was being dealt with. Also Hydralisk are here, these are very fast units. So the situation is stable for both players, 150 in terms of total units. Wow, what an engagement. And while you attack, you find yourself on the defense as well. So the multitasking for these players is amazing. In terms of units lost, of resources, RagnaroK lost way more, 19,000 versus 11,000. But it's normal, it's to be expected. Now this Zerlings over here scouting, fighting a Leot. And here the Hellions are running away from Zerlings. Look at the blue flame, how efficient it is. This Hellion, 5 kills. And being able to come home to live another day. Now RagnaroK, what are you going to do? Are you going to attack or just wait over here? This sensor tower gives a lot of map awareness to Terran units, and vehicle weapons level 3 done, but at the same time missile attack level 2 for RagnaroK. So both players are upgrading their units. Upgrades are very important, they can make the difference between life and death. And another command center is being built over here. Melee attack level 3 for RagnaroK. So we are preparing for another big engagement, and here we have a cheeky Widow Mine. So basically this is a zone where you have little visibility. The Zerg is on its way, now just patrolling. More and more Bailings are being morphed in. How many bases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad at all. I would love to see some, and as I was preparing to say ghosts are here. with their sniping ability. Yeah, destroying some of the creep is also important. You cannot let the creep go into your main base. And now here we have Broodlords. So what is going to be? Broodlords versus Vipers. Wow, what a game. Look at the Broodlords, the damage we are doing. From within. This is free damage, guys. The Broodlings cost nothing. The Queens are here as well for transfuse. And now we have the Ghosts. Ghosts are very efficient. Are they going to be enough? Yeah, this Planetary Fortress is dying. For sure. Is it? Yes, it's dying. So basically RagnaroK all he has to do is to deny. But while this is happening, a lot of Broodlords are dying. And now he's retreating. The Vipers are very dangerous. They can take out some of the major units, the Thors. They can take them from their position, yoink them into the middle of so many Zerglings, abusing this edge over here. So basically you just drop the Broodlings and there's nothing you can do. And now a counterattack. Yeah, no, he has to go back. At this level it's very hard to risk everything on one move. And you don't know exactly what your opponent has. Now look how many Thors here. I haven't seen so many Thors in a while. Usually Terran likes to play Bio. Bio is way more agile. Now a counterattack finally with Hellions. Trying to deny this hatchery. Are they going to be able to do it? While pushing in the middle with a lot of Thors. Killing a reasonable number of Zerglings, not bad at all. While the cleaning of the Cryptomorphs is happening. So Broodlords are not that fast, but neither are the Thors. So it's all about positioning. And let's see if the sniping of the Ghost are going to make a difference. Borrow for RagnaroK. You know what that means? He can borrow Banelings everywhere. And we saw how Scarlet was able to win a couple of years ago with a bunch of Banelings that were remotely detonated. Now sniping is being tried. Wow, what an epic engagement. Binding clouds to make Thors useless. A lot of connections with the Banelings. Wow. Excellent engagement here. The Overseers are here to be able to spot the Ghost that are in stealth mode. Now Hydralisk are making good of the remaining Ghosts. They don't care, they just hunt them, trying to do as much damage as possible. So Zerglings are everywhere. Is Oliveira going to be able to recover from this? Wow. RagnaroK is everywhere. Remember guys, RagnaroK was able to destroy Serral, so this is the best shape for RagnaroK ever. Wow, what a game. Sniping everywhere. Is this going to be enough? Now all these SUVs are in danger. Wow, what a game. So RagnaroK is really the end of gods. The Judgment Day. So Oliveira running low on everything. Only 29 workers versus 90 for RagnaroK. Overall, not even 100 units. What is keeping him alive is the fact that he still has a little bit of an army. But is this going to be enough for him to have a comeback? I don't know, I don't think so. By the look of it. A couple of ghosts, a couple of units, not enough. 2 Thors, 2 tanks, 4 Thors now. So this is all he can muster, but RagnaroK is almost maxed out, and look at his army. More and more bailings. He's taking so many bases now. And he has 90 workers versus 48. And now Boro infestors. Wow. So this is something to be seen. Are they going to kidnap Thors? Probably. Yeah, let's see this final. Wow. Thors fighting humans. Killing each other. So this is what I'm talking about. RagnaroK decisively destroying the world champion Oliveira. Thank you for watching together with me. Remember to subscribe. Keanu over.